Okay, well, we're back. I think in the end of last episode I said I was going to do the Ravenspire questline next. I was incorrect. We're in Stormhaven now. Um, but yeah, we're going to do this questline. I've heard this one's also pretty long, but after this, things should start toning down. I did do a little questing, little leveling up off screen, did some lore books, got all the sky shards in the last region, you know. Basically, important stuff. Okay. Looks like we got something going on over here. Okay. Oh, okay, we got our trusty bucket. What are you doing? Okay. Interesting. There's a bank in there. Okay, are you good? Oh, oh, here he comes. Oh, I got some Fighters Guild from that. Yeah, I also joined the Fighters Guild off screen. Dude. Oh wait, that's not fucking him. Oh, I guess he just ran away. Cool. I picked up a few more prologue quests for when we're ready to get into the chapters as well. Off screen. And here we are in the village. Looks like we've got another story zone quest here. What are you up to?
Whoever you are, you've got to help me. I know what this looks like, but I can assure you
In a
I've
bit of a
committed no crime.
precarious situation there.
The local constable is apparently 2 arrows shy of a quiver. The town was attacked by slavers, and he's accused me of being involved. I am a Knight of the Flame for Mara's sake, sent here to help secure the village. Just that I arrived in town right before the attack. It's absurd! Nerves are on edge at the castle, so I was sent to help protect the village. A messenger should have arrived ahead of me, but Constable Pascal says he never received the message. I'm glad you came along. The constable's down by the docks. If he won't listen to reason, try to find the messenger from Alcaire Castle. He can explain everything. If you can get me released, the Knights of the Flame will be in your debt. I can't imagine who would do such a thing. If that is the case, though, someone needs to send word to the Knights of the Flame at Alcaire Castle. The Knights of the Flame are sworn to defend Stormhaven from any who would do harm to the Bretons. But our primary duty is to protect the royal family. High King Emmerich, of course, and his brother, Duke Nathaniel at Alcaire Castle to the north. Indeed, all kinds of rumors, spies at court, an attempt on the Duchess's life, an army of Red Guards with orders to storm the castle. Sir Hughes, the head of the Knights of the Flame, sent me here to make sure the village remains secure.
Well, all right. Let's go let's go talk to Captain Jarek real quick. Probably wrap up this quest.
Gods, they killed them all. Those Daedric filth killed my entire patrol. Then they dragged me off and threw me into a nightmare. Vaermina. They kept saying Vaermina. High King Emmerich needs to know about this cult. With their nightmare magic, these Daedric madmen could plunge Stormhaven into chaos. But you, thank you for saving me. As soon as I recover, I'm going to Wayrest. I have to warn the king about these people. These supernal dreamers. I don't know, but it can't be good. They're up there calling on Vaermina, the Daedric Prince of Nightmares, putting me to sleep and talking about summoning something. If it's what I saw in my dreams, it's something terrible. Without a doubt. I even heard King Emmerich's name. We need to warn him. We need to warn everyone. I told the village constable, but he's more worried about these slavers. He doesn't understand. These people worship Vaermina. No more than most men. She's the Daedric Prince of Nightmares and Evil Dreams. She's horrible, but some people actually worship her.
Alright, well, it's level up time. What do I get?
I could have sworn I'd seen her up at Castle Alcaire.
I'm gonna take a bed.
Constable would lock up a real Knight of the Flame.
I have to admit, he has been acting strange lately.
I'll admit I was
Daedric
surprised he
summoning.
broke
I'm
up with the beast.
so close to the twilight. I'm just gonna wait.
I'll say, that's one for you. I wouldn't.
Let's get this stuff sorted out with the constable before we move on, I suppose.
You're welcome to Coghlan Village, traveler, but you'll have to excuse me. No time for idle chat. The town's been attacked by slavers, and to make matters worse, they had help from people we would have expected to be on our side. Exactly. Everyone is all worked up because she's claiming to be a Knight of the Flame. I give her credit for a brilliant disguise, but I wasn't born yesterday. You didn't fall for her cockamamie story, did you? Again, a very convenient lie. There was a messenger from the castle here, but he didn't say anything to me. He was over there by the warehouse when the slavers attacked. Those fancy clothes made him a target. They took him captive. Well, I got the town guard organized fast and had the slavers in full retreat. The cowards. They barricaded themselves in the warehouse, though. We're just going to starve them out. If your messenger's not dead, they've got him down there. Be my guest. Just don't expect any help from the guard. The slavers are like rats, quick to scurry back into a hole. But they fight nasty when they're cornered. The Dunmer crept up from the south and attacked in the dark. They killed the watchguard, but not before he sounded the alarm. We reacted fast. I had an uneasy feeling, so we were on alert. Lost a few good men. The Dunmer lost more. It's possible, but we cornered most of the cowards and cut them down. The last dozen or so barricaded themselves in the warehouse. Current plan is to just starve them out. If your messenger's alive, though.
Alright. Well, looks like we know what we gotta do.
I wouldn't.
I love that little Daedric curse ability. Oh, hey, there's only two of them?
It's about time. I assume the Duke sent you? I am his personal messenger, you know. Well, what are you waiting for? Untie me. I had a message for the constable. Not that it's any business of yours. Sir Hughes of the Knights of the Flame sent me with clear orders. The message is for the constable's ears only. No, please, I'll tell you. Not like it's a really important or anything. Sir Hughes just takes himself a little too seriously. The message was just that Dame Dabienne of the Knights of the Flame was coming to help with security. No, I never got the chance. I had to talk to my friend first. Well, I didn't have to, I suppose. Anyways, that's when the slavers attacked. Will you untie me now? I'll go talk to the constable right away.
Now this is the long con where both him. Oh, hey, he's got giblets there. Where both him and the knight are in on it.
Well, be ready. They're desperate in there.
Alright, well I killed all of 2 fucking slavers that was in the warehouse, constable.
This young man is lucky to be alive, though I'm not sure he realizes it. He told me about the message from the castle. The whole thing just seems a little too convenient, though, doesn't it? I can't release Dame Dabienne, not yet. My duty is to ensure the safety of this village, and my gut's telling me that she's part of the threat. Too many coincidences. If we can get the village secure, we can revisit the matter. Right now, I need to deal with this ship. The slavers are on board. The captain claims he's not with them, but I know the truth. He's asking me to send the town guard to help him clear the slavers from below decks. It's clearly some kind of trap. And we're not falling for it.
This guy's paranoid.
But even if he was, it wouldn't be my problem. My duty is to the village, not his ship. Bottom line, he needs to turn his ship around and head back out to sea. If not, we'll just sink it right here. That'll solve his slaver problem. You do that. Soon as we can ensure the town's in no immediate danger, we can talk about releasing your friend from the stocks.
Alright, let's go check out what's going on here. We gotta do a little negotiation, as per usual.
In all my years years sailing these seas, I've never received such ill treatment in a friendly port. My men lie here bleeding on deck, and we are refused aid. This man they call Constable is the son of a dog. Or did he change his mind? I'd sooner eat sand than do business with these Dunmer swine. I have explained this. Last night was dark. When I realized there was no beacon to mark the shore, I dropped anchor. The slavers came in longboats. They caught us unawares. It was a daring battle. The slavers outnumbered us 10 to 1, but we'd planned for this. We lured them below decks and sealed the hatch. Many men were lost, though. We here on deck are all that remain, and we need aid. Can you help us? Yes, of course. I would gladly give my ledger over, but unfortunately it is below decks. This is why I've asked the constable to assist us in eliminating these Dunmer dogs, but he has refused. I'm afraid we're at a stalemate in this respect. You are brave, perhaps even a little foolhardy, but I like you. Though I fear for your safety down there, I will not stand in your way. If you return with the ledger, I will be forever in your debt.
Yeah, it's just gonna be 2 of them again. Let's be honest. Okay, there's 1. I think it is actually 2 of them again. Ah, okay, there's 1 there too. It's pretty damn close. They're just double what was in the warehouse. Alright.
Doing. I know people on that ship.
I'm sure we'll have the situation resolved soon. Until then, you'll have to be patient.
The captain still refuses to leave? All right, then we'll do this the hard way. I'll call together the rest of the guard. You have the ship's ledger? The captain said it was lost below decks. I'll have to study this, but I'll be honest, I'm extremely skeptical this will prove anything completely. No.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry,
god.
I just can't take that risk. I dreamed about all of this, you see.
Ah,
The
yeah.
slavers, the ship, the knight, they were all working together. Even the blacksmith. I've known her for years. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Some piece of the blacksmith too. And I don't care how it sounds. Defending the village is the highest priority, and we need weapons for that.
It's paranoia.
Refusing to supply
It's
us.
paranoia in your
Just leaving no
dreams.
option
This is
but to have her
Vaermina.
arrested. Actually, I prefer you didn't. I appreciated your objectivity at first, but I must admit I am beginning to question your intentions. I'd prefer if you simply left town. You don't know what you're talking about. Paranoid. If you saw what I saw, I dreamed about
I
this.
wish there was like a persuade option to tell him about like
You think that
fucking
was just a
Vaermina.
coincidence? No way.
If Constable Pascal sent you here with orders to open the forge, you can just turn around and head right back out the door. That man has no right to order me around, and I'm not about to issue weapons for his witch hunt. Arrest me? That beef-witted bastard! To think I even cooked that man breakfast. What in oblivion's gotten into him? First he arrests a Knight of the Flame, and now me? We were friends for years, and then one night... Well, I guess you don't need the details. For a month or 2, I thought we had something. Then he just broke it off. Wouldn't even let me in his house to talk. He acted like I had betrayed him. He did? He was having trouble sleeping. You know, I saw one of those weird cult members leaving his house. The Supernal Dreamers. You don't think that has anything to do with this? Don't know much about them, really. I think they're dedicated to some Daedric prince. They're crazy people. Someone saw a group of them in the hills to the north. And then there was that one who visited the constable. That's really all I know. Good idea. Perhaps there's some indication of why Pascal's behaving this way. He's just not himself. I'll talk to some of the other townspeople. I bet some of them have noticed his behavior as well.
Very cool, very cool. I think
Guards!
this will increase my Legerdemain, right? Does any lockpick do that? I think so. So we just got spotted, but fuck it. It's above, okay. Home trespasser unlocked. Oh, that is a churl right there. Okay, alright. Oh. 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 Cool.
Turns out that almost everyone in town thinks Pascal's been acting strange. Even the guards. Did you find anything that explains his behavior? Oh, my poor little Pascal. What a mess you've made. One thing's for sure. We need to put an end to all these wicked accusations he's been making. Indeed. As I said, even the town guards knew something was amiss. I told them to be ready. I suppose Pascal will probably have to be restrained. Oh well. Best thing for unpleasant work is just to get it over with.
She's out.
Oh, my aching neck. I haven't been this sore in years. Oh, but freedom sure does feel good. This situation was more dangerous than I realized. You went way beyond the call of duty here, friend. I can't adequately express my gratitude. Not as glad as I am, believe me. It seems I'll need to take over security here in the village. And with those slavers out there, I need to get busy. First, though, I'm gonna see if someone around here can give me a massage. The villagers may not realize it, but you saved this town from...
Give him to the slavers.
Okay, cool. Here's that.
I'd ask more of you if you'll hear... The villagers may not realize it, but you saved this town from crumbling into chaos. I mentioned before that I came from Alcair Castle. The situation there is critical, and I think you might be able to make a difference. I could give you a list to be sure, but my concerns are more general. There are rumors of assassins and spies in the castle, and as I was leaving, I heard something about a Red Guard army marching in that direction.
Yeah, why would they be up to that? Because I heard
Good
that too.
question. We're all part of the Daggerfall Covenant, right? Maybe it was a false report. All the same, you should go. Talk to Messenger Courtier when you get there. I asked him to announce your coming to Duke Nathaniel.
Fine, are you now?
Alright, I'll go and look at him. I just realized that we put Pascal in stocks.
Pardon me, young traveler.
I think we've
If
got
you have a
another zone quest up here. It looks like.
Stay on your toes, friend. Be on guard if you're headed up to the castle. King Vaharajad's army is camped outside the walls. They claim they're here in a diplomatic capacity, but I'm not buying it. To attack the castle, isn't that obvious? This is the beginning of the end for the Covenant, mark my words. King Vaharajad probably planned this all along. Thought that under the banner of peace, we'd just let his army march right in. Of course, I wasn't born yesterday. Neither was Dame Follett. She's our commanding officer outside the wall. You should talk to her up at the castle's main gate.
Okay, I'll go find her then, and we're gonna just resolve a little military conflict. Who the fuck are you?
Well met, comrade. I have an urgent message from the Guildmaster. Report to me at once. I have a task for you. She's a lizard of few words. She's running things out of the guild hall in Daggerfall at the moment. The 8 guide you, comrade. No, but I have an idea. Word in the hall is that there's a big contract. A huge contract. All hands on deck. She probably wants you in the fight.
Okay then. Haven't done anything for the Fighters Guild yet, but okay.
Damned foreigners. Nothing but trouble around here ever since the Duke married King Vaharajad's daughter. And now there's a Red Guard army on our doorstep, expecting the Knights of the Flame to just stand aside. Envoy Vaermina marches up with an army claiming she's on a diplomatic mission from King Vaharajad of Alakir. She says her message is for Duke Nathaniel alone and demands entry. All I have to say is over my dead body. My mission is clear. No one from the Red Guard camp allowed in the castle. I'm a Knight of the Flame, and I will enforce that directive to my dying breath. Sir Hughes is the head of our order. If you have concerns, speak to him inside the castle.
Cool.
Oh, gall and pox! Dame Dabienne wanted me to tell the Duke you were coming here. You saved me back in Coglin Village. I'm the messenger, the one in the warehouse. I'm sorry.
You forget often, don't
I got
you?
back here and I had to tell my parents and my friends about the slaver attack down at the village. And then it just completely slipped my mind. Not much point in doing it now. I can't believe I forgot to announce you to the Duke. I really am sorry. I hope you can forgive me. Oh yeah, I forgot to deliver the message to the constable in Coglin Village as well. That's actually kind of funny, isn't it? Unless... Are you frustrated with me?
Yes.
I know. You're right. I've never been a very good messenger. I always wanted to be a king, or a duke, or something more important. But here I am. I'm doing my best. Please don't tell anyone about this. I'll do better next time, I promise.
I trust him. I trust him. This looks exactly like the King Casimir's castle.
You're welcome to Alcair Castle. I'm sure you noticed King Faharajad's army camped outside our walls.
I actually didn't.
So you can understand why Duke Nathaniel is not entertaining guests. I should hope you're not here to add to our troubles. Don't hear that too often, but it's most welcome. If blood gets spilled here, it could destroy the fragile alliance holding together the Daggerfall Covenant. We need to defuse this situation as quickly as possible. Damn it. Dame Follett is holding the envoy up at the gate, isn't she? Never questioning orders is Follett's strength and her weakness. I'll have to send word to make an exception. Meantime, I actually have a task you'd be well suited for. It's a sensitive matter. We've intercepted secret messages to King Faharajad from someone inside the castle who goes by the alias of Almundine. My hope is that a little research in the library might reveal where this term comes from. Unfortunately, the Duke requires that he personally approve all visitors to the library, and he can't know about this. The library guard, Sir Gregory, perhaps you can persuade him to look the other way, or, failing that, to leave his post. Again, you must keep this quiet. The Duke is already overwhelmed, and hearing about a spy inside the castle might push him over the edge. Get past Sir Gregory and into the library. Find out who Almundine is, and report back to me personally. For better or worse, the Duke defers to me on the matter for now. Nathaniel shares King Emmerich's bloodline, but not his talent for calm under pressure. Of course, the Duke's wife being King Faharajad's daughter doesn't make matters easier. Indeed, Duchess Lakana is one of King Faharajad's youngest daughters. They say he was quite fond of her. She doesn't speak of her father much, but I think those ties run deeper than she lets on. I cannot defy the Duke's orders, not with an army at the gates. You can. One thing that might help, Sir Gregory is insanely jealous of his wife. In his mind, she would be the sheath to every knight's blade. You didn't hear it from me.
Okay. Hey, Gregory, what's going on?
Nathaniel's personal library. No access without his express permission. If it's an emergency, you want the armory, not the library. It's just books in there. Honestly, I don't know why the Duke's so worried about it, but he is. If I let you in, I'd be kicked out of the castle. Probably my wife, too. No, I couldn't ask her to work. She wouldn't like that. She might even leave me. No, she spends most of her time in the market. Too much time, if you ask me. I can't stand the way all those merchants look at her. The other knights, too.
I was hoping there would be a persuade option there. Unfortunately, it was just intimidate, which I do not have. Well, I could take intimidating presence here. That just means that I'll have to wait even longer before I can summon the Winged Twilight, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
I heard that Duke Sebastian was a werewolf, but they...
After all the gold I've spent here, you'd think these backwater merchants would be more grateful. No patience whatsoever. I miss city life. I miss Wayrest. By the way, have you seen Sir Higgins? Oh, Sir Higgins is such a gentleman. I'm just waiting for him to come and help me carry all these groceries home.
Okay. Okay. Hey, buddy. I got some bad news for you.
Unless the Duke himself tells me to make an exception. The library. Everyone does. That damn man gets away with murder. Sir Hughes has him patrolling inside the castle walls. He basically just lollygags around the market, flirting with women. Why do you ask? My wife? Vendi? That motherless louse. His escorting days will come to a swift end when I break his kneecaps.
All right, I'm just gonna go in here. Cool. Taxes. Taxes. Oh, maybe I. Okay, cool, interesting. Hey, buddy.
Sometimes a true knight must undertake a mission that requires reading books rather than slaying monsters. Such is what I asked of you. Did you learn anything in the library? I feared as much. We have to proceed carefully now. We don't want to alert the Duchess or King Faharajah to the fact that we know about the secret communications. I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to speak with the Duke about this. The fact that the Duchess is sending secret letters to her father is serious cause for concern. We need to know exactly what they're planning, though. After speaking with King Faharajad's envoy, Duchess Lakana asked to go out and negotiate with the Redguard General herself. Clearly, we can't allow that. But the Duchess is refusing to let the envoy leave to deliver her message. My thoughts
I'll do it.
And in
I'm a bit of a delivery boy.
Confidence. You already helped get the envoy through the gates, so Lakana will be inclined to trust you. Go speak with her upstairs. Do whatever you must to learn her plans.
All right, let's go do a little courtly intrigue. Hello there, Duchess Lakana.
Vaermina told me you spoke to Sir Hughes about Dame Follett. Thank you. You don't know what a relief it is to have her here. I am an outsider in Alcaire Castle, with no one I can fully trust. Sometimes I even wonder if I can trust the Duke. Because there have been several attempts made on my life, all from someone within these walls. An Alakir poison intended for my lips killed one of my tasters just a few days ago. There are many rivals for the throne in Alakir. They despise the Covenant, and they would kill me to destroy it. My father has been trying to identify the assassins. I must speak with General Thoda at the camp outside, but I am forbidden. Because Vaermina is the only one in the castle I can fully trust. I need her here, and I fear that if she leaves, they may not permit her to return. Can I trust you? You did intercede on our behalf with Sir Hughes. Very well. But General Thoda will not expect you. You will need to get his attention. It may be difficult, but if you could best some of his warriors, he will want to see you.
Okay.
Things are truly desperate when a daughter of King Faharajad must rely on the generosity of a stranger. But I do believe in you. The future of the Covenant, and my life, depends on you. Rupka, go with you, friend.
Cool. Okay, so we accidentally killed an innocent person while we were challenging these Alakir warriors. So we got a bit of a bounty, but we've weighted it down just a little bit. Oh, this guy's gonna get in the middle of it. Nope, I am not fucking dealing with that again. There we go. Now I'm gonna go speak with the general. Because I kicked everyone's asses.
You don't look so dangerous. Yet you waltz into my camp and pick fights with my soldiers. Tell me why I should not simply cut off your head where you stand. The princess, she is all right then. That is good. King Faharajad sent me to protect her, but there is little I can do from out here. I do not wish to start a war, but I will if my king orders it.
I await new orders even now. Ah, yes, indeed. The poison maker was quite stubborn, but he spoke a name with his dying breath. It means nothing to me, though. He said, "Follett." She is. Then she is in the castle. Go then, quickly. Tell the connoisseur that she may be prepared for this wench assassin. I cannot go in, so you must protect her.
Well, fuck, that's a bit of a plot twist, isn't it? Alright, I cleared my bounty, and I'm gonna go help out the Duchess. Okay. Yeah, this guy looks like just like the guy I talked to.
It is to see you returned. I fear I might have asked too much. Tell me, though, did General Thoda have any new insights into the source of these assassination attempts? What? The Knights of the Flame are sworn to protect me. Why would one try to take my life? I know Dame Follett spoke out against my marriage to the Duke, but I can't imagine how that could motivate her to murder. I hope Dame Follett was acting alone in this. If there is a wider conspiracy, I fear for what that might mean for our future. No, this will not do. To run would be to surrender to this madwoman's hatred. Follett is the one who must pay. Though I don't always agree with him, Sir Hughes is a good man, and I trust him. Tell him of Follett's betrayal. He will see justice served. I can't believe my suspicions were so far from the truth. The assassin being a Breton only makes this situation more volatile. Please, tell Sir Hughes and ask him to resolve this matter swiftly, because it has greater potential for destroying the Daggerfall Covenant. My choice to go to my father for help rather than the Knights of the Flame only made matters worse. I'm sorry for that now. Indeed, but perhaps it would have been better if Sir Hughes had uncovered that truth. No time for regrets, though. We will do this properly now. Let Sir Hughes handle it. It is what's best for the Covenant.
Tricky situation. Tricky situation indeed. But Hughes is a gamer. He'll get it sorted out.
I trust you've earned the Duchess' confidence by now. That's good. Have you been able to learn why she was conspiring with her father? After the attempt on her life, that makes sense, but why go to her father? The Knights of the Flame are here to protect her. It makes no sense. Why would he send an army here? The assassin's poison came from Alakir. The Duchess said so herself. Dame Follett. Are you certain? That's a grave accusation. Of course she was opposed to the marriage. We'll have to question her, but sending a Knight of the Flame to apprehend her might not be wise. I was
I'll fucking do it.
hoping you might volunteer. That would help. Avoid a
This random fucking Dunmer getting involved in
Follett's
these
home is
race
north of the inn.
politics.
If you'll go there first, I'll get some of my men and come as backup.
Where the fuck is she? What? Excuse me? There we go. Oh, she's already evil.
This is what it's come down to. Then so be it.
Get out of the way, little boy. Alright, I'll take that shit for sure.
Where's Follett? Did she run? I'm sorry to hear that. You did what had to be done, and I suppose her reaction merely proves her guilt. I wish I could say there was no longer cause for concern. Somehow, though, I just don't think that's the case. Something about all this just isn't adding up. Indeed. I would very much like to discuss this with you further, but not inside the castle. My home is past the market. If you'll give me a moment to settle matters here and check on the Duchess, I'll meet you there and we can talk.
Well, alright.
You! Did Sir Hughes send you to kill me?
Why?
You're not here to... Oh, merciful Stendar! Lakana! No, she's not safe. Hughes is going to kill her. He's crazy. Something about his dreams. If you don't believe me, check his journal. He was writing all about it.
Oh my
First,
god.
untie me.
We can't
That's
fucking
the best
trust
you can
anybody,
for
dude.
Lakana.
Holy shit. Oh my god. Fucking that just slapped me right in the face. Is she dead? Oh shit.
She cannot be dead. This cannot be real. Lakana. You spoke with her, didn't you? What do you know of this? Tell me.
Fuck.
Sir Hughes? Was he mad? He was supposed to protect her. How will I explain this to Lakana's father? To his sister? Lakana would never hurt anyone. She was innocent. My beloved wife. I don't understand. Sir Hughes served me for so many years. Loyally. Faithfully. Why would he murder my wife? Dreams? That maniac murdered my wife on the basis of a dream? He will die for this. You must help me find him. He's probably gone to Firebrand Keep. Please, do it for Lakana. Find Hughes and kill him.
God damn. Okay, one delve later and we're here.
You're looking for Sir Hughes, aren't you? Get in line. We've been waiting for him to come and clarify our orders for days. He returned all right, but mumbling incoherently. Know what that means? Just more confusion. I think Hughes has lost it. The Duchess is dead? Hughes killed her? Oh, for Mara's sake, I didn't think he was that crazy. I guess that explains why his orders were so confusing. Good thing we didn't march on the Red Guards at Alcaire Castle. So I guess if Sir Hughes killed the Duchess then, crazy or not, the Duke is gonna want him to answer for that. I guess this means we're gonna have to find a new leader. He went into the keep. Sir Croix might be protecting him though. Finding Hughes may be difficult until we clear up all the confusion here. You should talk to Sir Edmund. He's just up the steps.
Cool.
Taking a step. If you've come to Firebrand Keep to petition for help from the Knights of the Flame, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Our leader, Sir Hughes, seems to have gone mad, and the Knights are divided over whether or not to follow his last order. This is far worse than I thought, and makes our cause all the more critical. Sir Hughes just returned to the keep, acting strangely. He's in there with Sir Croix, who is making preparations to attack the Red Guards at Alcaire Castle. Indeed. Myself and these others were exiled for standing against Sir Croix, but we are too few at present to retake the keep. There are other knights in the keep who are questioning Sir Croix. Could you go in and look for those who would join us?
Alright. Let's do it. Convince some knights may attack you. That's interesting. Okay, well that was pretty tedious and most of them attacked me, but I've got 4 people on my side now, so I think we're ready to return to Sir Edmund. Okay, Eddie boy, we got your boys for ya.
I knew more of my fellow knights would come to see the insanity Sir Croix means to unleash at Alcaire Castle. I think we have enough knights now to retake the keep. I've sent them to take up strategic positions. Indeed. Taking up arms against our fellow knights is something I know none of us wishes to do, but Sir Croix has forced this upon us. This is unpleasant business, but let's get on with it. I've told the knights positioned around the castle to attack on our signal. There's a siege horn mounted atop Firebrand Keep's main hall. If you are willing, I would ask you to go there and blow the horn. That will signal everyone to attack.
Alright. Horn time.
What do you want?
We caught them by surprise, and I think we have the upper hand. I've been wounded, though. I don't think I'd be of any more use in the battle. I've done what I could, but I failed to find Sir Croix. Now I fear he would best me quite easily. I need you to do this. I believe the other knights will stand down if we can defeat Sir Croix. Will you face him for me? He's in the
Yeah,
Eastern
sure.
Garrison. kill him. Put an end to this.
Okay. How do I know that I can trust this guy right here?
When Croy is killed,
I might be
blow that
being
horn.
manipulated yet
The knights
again.
will pause, and I'll use that moment to call for an end to the fighting.
Wait, didn't Hughes sent the dame to the town? Oh my god, she's totally one of them. She totally is. I totally called it, guys. I don't know. That's what I'm predicting right there. I just realized this place is called Friendship Gate, which is really funny. At least the way marker I just discovered was. Alright, you're dead now.
The outsider who rallies my knights to rebellion. I'm going to enjoy this.
Easy. Oh, that's better, yep. Plus, I think I like flame more than the kind that I have. Alright, where's the siege one? It's over there, goddamn. Okay. Well, I guess we won now, right? Can I just jump down there? It'd be cool if I could.
I grieve for Sir Croy and all those who died fighting for him. But there was no other way to save the Knights of the Flame. Thank you for doing what I could not. Indeed. With Sir Croy slain, I am assuming command of Firebrand Keep for now. Needless to say, preparations to march to Alcair Castle have been called off. Killing my fellow knights to restore order was hard enough. But this matter with Sir Hughes is unthinkable. He's down in the infirmary. I'm told he was raving about killing the Duchess before he fell unconscious. I don't know what to do. Then I suppose you must. Whatever crimes he may be guilty of, you should know that Sir Hughes was always an honorable knight. I simply must believe that his recent actions are caused by some form of insanity.
I know they are.
The Great Hall. Speak to the healer there, Odette. Get her assessment of his condition. Again, I would plead with you, if his actions are truly driven by madness, show mercy.
It will be done. Bam, and also, this will be done. I got myself 2 summons now, fuck yeah.
If you are wounded, you may take a bed in the corner. I will tend to you as soon as I can.
I'm here for Hugh Jackman, actually.
I'm sorry to say that Sir Hughes is in no condition to talk. I tried to help him, but this is simply beyond my ability to treat. It seems to be some type of curse. He came in mumbling to himself, and soon he was just gone. I do not think you could cause his condition to be any worse, so you are welcome to do what you like.
I mean, I could just slit his throat. I mean, that would worsen
Cases
it.
like this are very unpredictable. If you start to feel dizzy, I would suggest stepping away.
Why is there a door there? I don't like that. Oh boy. I don't like that.
The Duke should not have wed King Vaermina's daughter.
The Duke's marriage was a mistake. He's put us all at risk.
King Vaermina is planning to invade Alcair. Duchess Lacana is a spy.
Lacana has everyone fooled. She and her father are plotting against us.
What you are planning.
What are you doing?
Duchess Lacana is orchestrating an attack on Alcair. She must be stopped.
The Duchess has betrayed us.
Set.
Wait, haven't I seen this? I think I've seen this one.
But this is the only way.
Yeah.
No, please.
Yeah, this is also one of my visions. Cool, back on Betnik.
What have I done? I killed her.
I didn't realize that was Hughes.
She deserved it, didn't she? I know she did, or I think I know. Is this real? No. It's a never-ending nightmare, whether I sleep or not. I killed Duchess Lacana. The omen whispered in my mind, poisoning my thoughts. Now it tortures me, forcing me to watch the murder again and again. The omen of fear, Always with me, always whispering, telling me about the Red Guards, about Lacana. I believed it, but it was lying. I murdered an innocent woman and betrayed the Duke. Now it's hiding, but it's not gone. We have to kill it. You have to kill it. My sword. In the dream, I left it in the throne room. The omen is drawn to it. Find the sword and find the omen.
I think here it is.
I can see your fear.
Oh my god, that thing looks so cool. I love it. Looks like fucking Hermaeus Mora. That was fucking badass. Yeah, I'm taking that shit.
You killed the omen. May the Eight bless you. My mind is free, but my sins remain. Yes, I'm all right, but not absolved. I ordered the Knights of the Flame to rebellion. I murdered the Duchess. I betrayed the Duke. These stains on my honor cannot be washed away.
Alright, let's decide what to do with you.
Sir Edmund sent for me and I came as soon as I could. Sir Hughes does not plead for clemency, yet he says his mind was not his own. As strong as my anger may be, I sense truth in your words, and some change in Sir Hughes's character. But he murdered my wife, and for that, I can find no forgiveness. He asked me to take his life and restore honor to the Knights of the Flame. But my emotions are too strong. I cannot trust myself to make the right decision. You were in his dream. You saw what drove him to murder. You must decide his fate.
I think that killing him is kind of like letting the Daedra win, so I think we should let him live.
Thank you for your counsel.
Rise, old friend. You will not die this day.
Then my punishment is living in disgrace.
That's also a reasonable punishment.
I cannot allow one who committed so grievous a crime to ever serve me again. Sir Hughes may live, but he will never stand in my court again. I hereby strip him of his knighthood. I exile him from Alcair. He may never return, upon penalty of death. He faces a kinder fate than the one that befell my wife. Though the immediate danger is past, I feel it
so
might
close.
be more than an isolated event. Sir Hughes driven mad by nightmares. And I've heard the constable in Coghlan village was similarly affected. I need to know more about this so-called omen. The spirit wardens of Pariah Abbey. They dabble in Daedric rituals, but they're benevolent. Speak to Brother Moron at the Abbey. Ask him
Brother
if
Moron.
any cause for wider concerns. If so, we should warn High King Emmerich.
Yeah, I'll go and find him. Claim that shit. Put that on. My next level's a milestone. That's fucking nice. I got 2... I think I'm gonna put that on over Overlord. I'm gonna upgrade that passive. Can't get trifocus again yet. That is potentially very good. Dark Elf skills, nothing. Okay. I think... going to go with weakness to the elements. I'm gonna place that there. Okay. Yeah, this looks like a good lineup for me. Looks like we got another quest right here.
I don't understand how this could be happening.
Oh, shit.
Why would they suddenly come here and destroy the Abbey?
Oh, yeah, Midnight Feud. Midnight Union is feuding with you. Okay, cool.
Certainly! The bandits set everything on fire. The whole place is going up in smoke, and they're preventing us from putting the fires out. We weren't prepared to fight. If you'll help extinguish the flames, it would be a tremendous favor.
How do I put out the fires? Fucking with your trusty
I
bucket.
don't know any other way. The larger fire may not be so easy. Just focus on the smaller fires first. I appreciate your assistance, but I would not want you to think of the spirit wardens as helpless. We are a capable lot, but to be attacked out of nowhere like this, and by the Midnight Union, we were just caught off guard. Smugglers mostly, and gamblers, even petty thieves. But they've never been ruffians before now. They almost killed Brother Roland. I thought I knew them. Why attack the Abbey? Why?
Well, there's only one way to find out. Alright, and here's fire number 4. Can I get the big one now? Okay, I gotta talk to her first. Cool.
I can see that many of the small fires have been extinguished. Thank you for volunteering to help us. Thanks for pitching in. I think we've saved enough crops to make it through the winter. But why did this happen? What's it all about? I hesitate to ask you for further assistance, but if you're willing, your help would certainly be appreciated. Our leader, Abbot Duroc, left some time ago and hasn't returned. I fear he may be injured or worse. Abbot Duroc and a few others went to the Cave of Dreams on the North Ridge. Duroc wanted to get something to help put out the fires. Brother Hakam went after them with a scroll of return to help get them back sooner. Now I worry about Hakam too. Both. But look for Brother Hakam first. With the scroll of return, you can get Abbot Duroc back here sooner, where I hope he'll be able to put out that big fire.
I mean, we could just do that with, like, a lot of water, you know? Alright, I want to talk to Moran really quickly. We are progressing through Stormhaven a lot faster. It might be because it's just a lot smaller.
Say, I heard you recently arrived from Alcair. There are terrible rumors about Duchess Lacana. Are they true? Was she murdered? I am sorry to hear about the Duchess. She was a good woman. The omen of fear, you say? I recollect hearing something about such Daedra before. You should ask Abbot Duroc. He would know.
Cool. Well, we found Brother Hakam. He looks a little worse for wear, to be honest with you, but I got the scroll of return. Now we just gotta find our boy Duroc. This looks like him over at the end. Oh, who's Master Altian?
Friend or foe, declare yourself. No one will harm the abbot. Not while I draw breath. And I have more terrible news. Those damned outlaws cast a sleeping spell on Abbot Duroc. I can't wake him. He came down here for this scroll of summoning, said it would stop the biggest fire.
Cool. These guys are really concerned about big fires.
As Europe praise his foresight, this will get
Surprised
us
they
back
worship
to the
Azura
Abbey.
this far west.
Duroc said this scroll of summoning should be read near the largest fire in the field. Please, take it and use it there. I'll meet you at the Abbey when you're done.
Okay, cool. Can you, Nope, okay, I can't teleport with you, cool. Alright, fucking big-ass fire. There we go. Oh my god. Summoning a fucking storm atronach. Okay, I don't think that was necessary, but okay. Alright, let's go meet them real quick.
An atronach. Simply amazing.
Duroc, you were right, my friend. You were right. He's still under a sleep spell. But I've learned something. The Midnight Union wanted us to panic. The attack, the fires, they were just a diversion. While we were distracted, they entered the Abbey and stole the Dream Shard. You must awaken Abbot
sick.
Duroc. He'll know how to get the Dream Shard back. Talk to our healer, Frizweir. He's inside, tending to the Abbot. We can't create more dreamless potions without the Dream Shard. Without those potions, we, and the King, are vulnerable to the supernal dreamers. The Dream
Feels like
Shard
something
is
should have been done about
a
these dreamers
a
beforehand.
literal piece of Azura's realm of moon shadow. With it, we can distill water from the Cave of Dreams into dreamless potions. Without that shard, we can't make any more of them. We use them to protect ourselves from nightmare attacks by our enemies, the supernal dreamers. Since we don't dream, we're not vulnerable to dream magic. We also send them to the king and his counselors. Another reason we're tolerated here. Exactly. So you see how important it is to recover the Dream Shard. The safety of the realm is at stake.
Yeah, I guess this is information I probably should have learned a lot sooner. But okay.
You're the one who helped save our fields. Listen, I may have discovered the source of Durok's affliction. It won't be easy. The spell enthralling the abbot traps him in sleep and forces him to dream. It's a clever spell, since the spirit wardens can't enter his dream. In fact, we can't dream at all. We drink dreamless potions nightly. That's why we're immune to dream attacks from our enemies, the supernal dreamers. As of now, you're the only person in Pariah Abbey who can dream. The only one who can save Duroc. We have another potion we rarely use, a Dream Stride potion.
That's the one from Skyrim, right?
A dreaming sleep. Then I can merge your mind with Abbot Duroc's. You must find him in his dream, figure out what holds him there, and awaken him.
Okay, let's do it. How do I do that? Oh, there we go. I'm sleeping. Ah, it's all purpley. Very cool.
Our allies have betrayed us. The Midnight Union are now enemies, and I failed to see it coming. I can't, my child. These chains bind me to my nightmare. However, it's still my dream. So I know one of the Midnight Union men outside carries the key to my chains. Slay them until you find it. Don't hesitate or fear. They're only dream spirits. In this dream state, only you and I are real. And I'm only really certain of myself.
Okay. Oh, I don't have these things out. Let's fucking get those out real quick. Bow and key. Oh, hell yeah.
Did you find the key? Good. Once I've removed these chains, we'll awaken.
That was pretty easy.
Without you, I'd still be trapped in that dream. Now we must work together to stop this threat to Stormhaven. You saw my dream.
Azura's vigilance.
Clearly, Vaermina's
By
cult,
Azura, by Azura, by
the
Azura.
Dreamers, is behind this betrayal by the Midnight Union. The outlaws of the Union took the Dream Shard, but I fear it's for Vaermina's evil purposes. We must recover it. I don't look forward to informing the king about this, but we must let him know as soon as possible. He will not be pleased. King Emmerich must be informed that without the Dream Shard, we won't be able to supply him the dreamless potions that protect him from the supernal dreamers. His Majesty might reward the one who brings him word of this. Would you do it? Seek out the king in Wayrest and give him the news. He must know as soon as possible. Then you need to find the Midnight Union. True, but not yet. The entire purpose of the attack on the Abbey was to acquire the Dream Shard. And its purpose is as a defense against the supernal dreamers. I do, which means those cultists are planning something. Something big. King Emmerich must be warned. That is the highest priority.
Cool. I think we're in like the fucking third act of Stormhaven already. I might also do Rivenspire tonight, which would be in the direct next episode. And we've got a Stargazer here. Oh, this is for Craglorn.
Listen to me. Doom has come to Craglorn. The stars have vanished from the sky. Will no one listen? Will no one help? I'm an initiate in the Order of Stargazers. We study the stars and their influence on Tamriel. Not long ago, we noticed irregularities in 3 of the star signs. Shortly thereafter, strange armies overran Craglorn. One of our order, Hara, is leading our efforts to stop these attacks. But we are not warriors. This cart will take you to Belkarth in Craglorn, where you can speak to her personally. Please.
Yeah, I'll definitely help you guys.
If you're in the
at some point in the future. I don't know what region I'm going to do next. If I'm going to continue following the Covenant, or if I'm going to do like I've got 3 choices basically, because Craglorn, Rivenspire, and Hrothgar are all relatively the same length. So I don't know like which one I want to do first. I think it would be cool to get Hrothgar out of the way soon, because I like the Orsinium DLC, but you know, we'll see. Alright, time to speak to Emmerich. And throne room looks identical, as per usual.
Ah, you've come from Pariah Abbey, haven't you? Don't worry about giving me the bad news. I'm already expecting the worst. Really?
Dream Shard got stolen.
I heard rumors of chaos at the Abbey, but I had hoped they weren't true. The Midnight Union's never really been a problem. I mean, sure, they engage in a little smuggling and gambling, but this, it just doesn't make sense. Well, we need to go straight to the source. The Midnight Union does nothing without the approval of Count Hosni at Tura. I can't imagine him being behind this, but one never knows.
Yeah, especially with what's been going on recently.
To the west of here. Strangely enough, the man has apparently chosen this same time to have a betrothal celebration, and I happen to have an invitation I won't be using. Go in my stead and talk to Hosni. Find out if he knows anything about the dream.
Alright, sounds good to me. Hey, here we are. I just picked up the Mage Stone on the way, because it's better for me than the Lover Stone. And, we're continuing the main quest. Well, main quest, zone quest.
Count Hosni is in residence.
The Covenant
no one gets
quest.
into the party without an invitation. Let me see. Ah, this is a platinum level invite. The Count says you get to come and go as you please. That's more leeway than he usually gives his guests these days. I don't mean anything by it. It's just, the Count is different since he met that woman. But I don't ask questions. I suggest you don't either. He's in the manor with his betrothed, Lady Edema. Tonight's festivities have already resulted in 4 deaths. Better hurry.
Interesting.
An unfamiliar face? I'm certain I didn't invite you. What's your business here? Is that so? We'll see. Tell you what, I've got a task that needs doing, but it might get ugly.
She's angry.
Take care of it for me, and you're in. Now, let's see. I gather you want a piece of the Midnight Union's action. As for me, I have a family situation that needs to be sorted out. That's where it might get ugly. I want you to get the family signet ring. My father refuses to hand it over in protest at my involvement with Edema. That ring should be my engagement gift. That and all it bestows. Get it for me, and I'll give you whatever you ask. I've put him for safekeeping in the guest house across the courtyard. I'd welcome him at our celebration, but he spurns us. Even a son can stand only so much. See that you succeed. My beloved doesn't like failure, and insists that I punish it severely. My betrothed is an unusual woman. She challenges me, drives me to excel. She guides and strengthens me. And I find I've acquired her stimulating taste for bloodshed. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her.
Okay, so he's fucking crazy, batshit insane.
Hey, are you buying?
Let's see if we can't be in and out of here quick.
Did my son send you? Or are you just one of his feckless, doomed guests? Really? Did he tell you why he wants it? The signet proves ownership of our estate. Once he has the ring, my wife and I can be disposed of. So what did he buy you with? So the story is true then? Well, I hope you succeed, but not at the cost of our lives. Hosni only spares me because I've hidden the ring. If he kills me, he'll never find it. But I fear his next step will be to threaten my wife, Sorali. Hosni has separated us. He's put Sorali in the summer house above the beach. Go there. Make sure she's safe. And tell her about the Dream Shard. She and Hosni were quite close. If anyone would know where he'd keep such a relic, it's Sorali. Turn right outside my door and go to the west gate. Then just follow the path along the bluff to the summer house. You'll just have to trust your instincts. I think you know the difference between an honest man and one who's gone mad.
Yeah.
You want the Dream Shard. I want to know my wife is safe.
Keep out, you supernal brutes. Remember what happened the last time you tried to sneak in? I may be old, but my stiletto is still sharp. Thank the Eight. I've been so worried since Hosni separated us. And now those supernal dreamers outside are threatening me. Though it could be that Hosni just sent them to intimidate me. I do. And I think that so-called Lady Adema is to blame. I'm certain she's why he's threatening Rihad and me. And I'd wager she's putting him up to even worse. He did that? Then he's taken High Rock's main defense against Vaermina's cultists. Oh, Adema's behind it all right. If only we could prove it. If Hosni stole the Dream Shard, he did it for Adema. And if so, he'll never give it to you. And you are here to recover the Dream Shard, aren't you? If you help me clear Hosni's name, I'll help you get it. I need evidence that Adema is controlling Hosni. Proof that her Daedric influence brought the supernal dreamers here. There must be some form of communication between her and the supernals. If you can find, say, letters from the cult to Adema, I could use them to clear Hosni's name when this is all over. I suggest searching their camp on the beach. Follow the path down to their camp by the dock. The supernals arrived by boat. Search there first. It's mostly guesswork, but informed guesswork. I had an aunt who briefly joined the supernal dreamers, so I heard the rhetoric. When Adema showed up, her talk about achieving one's dreams immediately made me suspicious. Alchemy. She gives him potions that put him into dreaming sleep, then visits his dreams, seduces him. The worst of it is, he's been betrothed to a good woman, Sister Sophia, a spirit warden. Adema made Hosni drop her. Poor girl. Follow the path down to their camp by the dock.
Well, alright. Easy.
Well, at least you're still alive.
Did you manage to find any evidence that will help exonerate Hosni? Mara's heart. This is exactly what we needed. With this in hand, my husband and I can escape this place and go to seek help. I have one final favor to ask. I've been thinking about the Dream Shard and what I know about the Vaermina cult. Hosni spends long periods asleep these days. I think Adema is using the relic to control Hosni through his dreams. Adema's been giving my son potions. If you can figure out which one puts him into dreaming sleep and take some yourself, I think you'll be able to enter his dreams as she does. Talk to Hosni's bard, Disdain. He's in on all Hosni's secret. There must be some way to get through to Hosni. He often plays in the courtyard garden. Disdain's a maggot, but he's close with Hosni. He's smart and he's no coward, so watch yourself.
Cool.
If you want me to play something for you, you'll just have to wait your turn. What? I don't know what you're talking about.
He sounds like the COD Zombies guy. That's what I've been hearing this voice, and I'm like,
Vaermina, and then take a sleeping brew. So check the shrine. The rest is on you. I think you're trying to intimidate me. Here's a Bardley riddle. If what's right is wrong, then what's left is right. And that's all you'll get from me.
if what's right is wrong, then what's left is right. Okay, well, I think I get it. I think I get it. I'm gonna be given a riddle or something, and I have to choose the wrong option. Or maybe I just fucking take this. Hey, there we go.
You have entered my son's dream. Some uncorrupted part of him has sent me to tell
Or
you
book.
what you need to know. Yes, but the dream is Hosni's. Somewhere in this dream is the omen of blood, the demon from Quagmire that drives him to madness. You must find the omen and slay it. That which lives in dreams can be slain in dreams. If you kill Vaermina's omen in Hosni's dream, it will be ejected from our world forever, and my son will be free.
Very nice. I'm gonna start using my fucking ultimate more. Look at how cool that is.
Do you seek death? You found it.
Ooh. Omen of blood. Oh, she's like a wisp mother. Interesting. I don't want to kill the little wisps, but I guess I have to. Thank God for summons. Even though they are leveling up really slowly.
I failed you.
And I got the Dream Shard. Fucking nice.
My betrothed lies dead before me, but all I can feel is relief. I watched from a dream as a nightmarish reflection of myself committed mad crimes of blood. I killed so many, I threatened my own parents. Righting the wrongs I did here will take years, but thanks to you, I can at least start. I have to repair the damage I've done. The first thing I'll do is order my guards to drive the supernal dreamers from our shore. Then I'll send for my parents. You have more urgent work to do. The Dream Shard must be returned to Abadurak at Pariah Abbey. I sense that Vaermina's not yet done with Stormhaven. The Spirit Wardens will need the Shard to oppose her.
Indeed they will. Indeed they will. We're back at the Abbey.
I heard that Duke Sebastian.
Ah, it's you. As I had foreseen, it is gratifying to have one's foresights proven true. Well done. You should have the honor of returning the Dream Shard to its place on Azura's statue. Please see that it is properly returned. Then we can talk about what comes after.
Well, here you go, Azura, my main girl.
Thank you, mortal. I had my doubts, but it seems the abbot's faith in you was well placed.
Azura's voice actress has always been fire.
I will watch you more closely from now on.
I don't think it's the same one from Morrowind, but I know that the one in at least Skyrim and this game are the same, and I think it's the same from Oblivion as well. She was, whoever it was in Morrowind was also very good.
Torah's Midnight Union is quelled, and we can return to watching and warding. Not yet, but you've brought us a great victory. Vaermina's immediate threat has been foiled. And now, we'd like you to have this. The other Wardens and I infused our power into a mighty weapon to aid you in your fight. Returning the Dream Shard to its rightful place is no small victory, but Vaermina attacks on several fronts. I kept this quiet, but Azura warned me. There is another omen.
Another omen.
Menevia is secure, but Vaermina's dark influence now seeps into the eastern region of Gavadan. Azura's shrine there has been desecrated. It's the Supernal Dreamers again. I'm sure of it. I'm glad you're in this with me. We must stop the Dreamers, and if there is another omen, we must destroy it. I leave now for Shinji's Scarp in Gavadan. I want you there too, but first, I need you to warn High King Emmerich.
Alright. Let's put an end to this shit.
Welcome back to Wayrest. It's good to see you again. Do you have any news? To be honest, this whole matter with the Dream Shard has robbed me of a few nights' sleep. I'll be a royal grump if we can't get this matter resolved soon. Well, there we go then. That wasn't quite so bad as Abbot Durak made it sound. I'm sure he had his reasons, though. What about the Daedra, the omen that was behind all this? I trust it's dead or gone? In Gavadan? Why couldn't it be in Morrowind or somewhere else across the continent? Gods! We already have enough trouble in Gavadan. General Gardren says the Iron Hand ogres are far from being fully defeated. He's the best damned general in the Daggerfall Covenant, if you ask me, and he's a good friend. His army came to our defense against the Iron Hand ogres. They fought hard, but the battle's not over. Gardren's headed back to Shinji's Scarp even now. Well, that's good, at least. You two are the experts, though I suppose that's a dubious honor. If there is an omen in Gavadan, I'm guessing it's similarly disguised. Gardren didn't report anything suspicious, but maybe it's worth asking Captain Ernell. Yes, Ernell was fighting with Gardren, but he's just been reassigned to shore up our defenses here in Wayrest. It may be a wild guar chase, but it's worth asking Ernell.
Why would you say wild guar chase over on this side of the continent? That's like a Morrowind specific expression. That's weird.
This is all I ever do.
I recognize you from the stories. You're the one who helped save Count Atura, aren't you? He's an old friend. I'm glad to make your acquaintance. Don't mind the guillotine. It's just for show. Well, you know as well as anyone else, these supernal dreamers have been trying to recruit people all over Stormhaven. We're hoping this will serve as a deterrent. If we catch a cultist, we'll execute him. Nothing more than that. Sure enough, I was acting liaison to General Gardren out at Shinji's Scarp, but he's worried that the ogres might break through and attack Wayrest. Gardren suggested to the king that I be assigned to organize defenses here, so here I am. Not that I know of.
General Godrun's been losing sleep, worried about the ogres, but other than that, everyone's been sleeping just fine. Or at least as well as you can expect for a war camp. General Godrun is acting a little strange, though. It's not my place to question the general. But he does seem to be blowing the ogre threat out of proportion. That's just my 2 coppers, though. Good luck if you're headed out to Gavadon.
Oh boy, here we go again. Well, we're here. Time to see how the dreams are fucking up people here. What's the sit rep to
The
rock?
general says the battle does not go as well as he hoped. I told him you could help. I've had little time to search for the Omen. Did you learn anything in Wayrest? Anything about nightmares in Gavadon?
The general? If the Omen were to get a hold of him...
We've only got 5 quests now.
Before we act, we must be sure, though. For now, we keep an eye on Godrun. Perhaps helping him defeat the ogres will flush the Omen out.
We need everyone we can get. You're just in time. I need every able-bodied man and woman. You're carrying a weapon, so I assume you're able. You like to fight ogres? It does, and by Moloch we need you. The Iron Hand ogres have stopped us cold out there, and I can't afford to lose any more soldiers. Will you join my clan, Murtagh clan, in this battle? We've been trying to break through the ogre lines for days. Sergeant Ulfin is leading the charge. If you can help him take the tower up on the rocks, we can establish a forward command post. Then we're in striking distance to finish this thing. I brought my army here as a favor to King Emmerich, but Murtagh clan has other battles to fight. We need to finish the Iron Hand ogres and finish them fast. May your kills be quick and many, soldier. The Iron Hands come from our side of the mountains, from Hrothgar. They've plagued our efforts to rebuild Orsinium for years. Murtagh clan has fought them more times than I can count. That's why King Emmerich asked us to come to Gavadon's aid. Both. I fought at Emmerich's side in Rancer's War. We helped drive the Reachmen from Stormhaven, and in exchange, Emmerich returned Orsinium to Orc hands. That conflict was of mutual benefit. This one isn't. Because it was Bretons who destroyed Orsinium, and now Murtagh clan must come to their rescue? Maybe. Emmerich's my friend, and he's High King of the Daggerfall Covenant. But we won't forget Orsinium. Wait until next time. That's what we say. Our chieftain is in Hrothgar, but I am proud to say I lead Murtagh clan in battle. Centuries ago, Murtagh clan was one of the strongest clans in Orsinium. We were nearly destroyed along with the city, but we are resilient. Some of us do, some don't. It will be decades before Orsinium regains its former glory. Many see the city as a reminder of past defeats. Nonetheless, Murtagh clan works to rebuild it, and to defend it from the Iron Hand ogres.
Very cool, very cool. Let's go finish these ogres, just see if they're really threatening at all.
Straighten up. Well, that didn't work. Time to come up with a new plan. Again, what went wrong? I'll tell you what went wrong. I was trained to fight ogres, not rocks. We can't even get to the ogres. It's those damn boulders they're throwing. Every time we try to charge across, another one of my soldiers gets smushed. Did he? You can't fly, can you? Sure would make it easier. Failing that, if you're willing to make a run for it, I'll cheer you on. From back here. One tip. Don't run in a straight line. Zigzag. Hide behind the rocks and you just might make it. If you can make the ridge, I bet 50 gold those ogres fall back.
It's nothing.
If you get across, climb the tower and blow the horn. That will signal us to move up and establish a forward command post. Guts and glory, friend.
Alright, well, here goes nothing. Oh, we can just see their shadows. That's pretty fucking easy, not gonna lie. Alright. Let's just climb up this sucker. It's probably around the other side, to be fair. Alright. We just get up here, blow the horn, and I guess fucking ogres retreat.
Tell your soldiers to stand down, Sergeant. When the reinforcements come, we march south.
Stand down? What do you mean? This is our chance to finish the ogres off!
Sergeant Ulfin's impressed. Says you've got guts and you're fast on your feet. Assuming you can fight, I think we found the hero to finish these ogres off. Ha! There won't be an attack. I don't have the soldiers to spare. Abbot Duroc says you're a champion.
Jesus.
I trust him. I believe you can do this on your own. The ogre's leader is called Skull Crusher. He's big, he's mean, and he's nasty, but you can take him. I would send soldiers to help you, but another battle is brewing, and they have to prepare. It's a fight that's long overdue, but it's Clan Murtaugh's fight, not yours.
That doesn't ring well.
Your fight is with the ogres. I need you to kill Skull Crusher and stop the ogres from coming through the mountain. The Iron Hands have been using a cavern to get through the mountains. I sent a mining team to collapse the cavern, but they never reported back. Find them and help them get it done. After that, we can clean up what's left.
Cool. Okay, we just leveled up and we get a little costume here. I think I'm gonna go with the Mages Guild formal robes. Commit those points to Magicka right there. We've got 5 fucking points to spend here. Well, I will get back to you guys and update you after I'm done with this. Oh, I found the, at least one miner.
Please, you have to finish it. We were so close. Just those last 3 support beams and we'd have caved it in. Boom. No more ogres. There's no one left to help. Just me. And I'm spent. Get through the ogres and you could do it alone though. A pickaxe to the support beams down there will bring the whole place down. Smash them, and then run for your life. Just down the hill. Shamargro Lorga had one. When we ran, the ogres followed him. I heard his screams. His pickaxe should be there. I'd give you mine, but it's all I have to defend myself. If the ogres see me, I at least want to go down swinging.
Give me the pickaxe.
All right, take it. If you come back and I'm dead, though, I still want it back. I want to be buried with it. It's always brought me luck. Hope it does the same for you. For all of us.
It's mine. I don't want to spend any more fucking time doing this than I have to. Okay. I should, we got one here. Maybe I should have started, maybe I should finish with that one since it's the closest to the door. Oh well. I just know you're gonna be a problem. Skull Crusher. That sounds like a problematic name. You got anything for me? No soul gem, unfortunately. Alright. Let's get the fuck out of here. Hey, I appear to have, collapsed. Ooh. I think Gasher rescued me.
You did it. I couldn't believe it when I heard the crash, but you brought the whole place down. Almost cost you your life. I searched through the rubble. Was just about to give up. I'm glad I found you, though.
So am I.
After what you did, it was an honor. You shut them down. Our soldiers cleared out the stragglers. No more Iron Hands. I know General Godron will want to see you.
Alright, where's that lad at? He's at the command center. Of course he is. He loves it in there. Can't wait to figure out how crazy he is.
So you survived. I worried you were buried along with the ogres. For collapsing that cavern, you deserve a medal. Unfortunately, though, General Godron's in no condition to hand out awards. I don't know. When he heard the cavern collapse, he declared mission accomplished for the Iron Hand ogres. But then he ordered me to muster the troops and prepare to march on Wayrest.
That's sort of what I was thinking was gonna happen.
But I will say he just hasn't been himself lately. If there's anything I can do to help him, please let me know. They're just upstairs. I know Abbot Duroc will be relieved to see you. He said to send you up right away when you return. Whatever's going on, I hope you can help General Godwin. He's like a father to me.
Well, I intend to sort him out in one way or another. Let's go talk about this. Ah.
The omen has pulled. Praise Azora. I was losing faith. You were right about General Godwin. The omen of betrayal has the general in its grips. He was going to betray Emmerich and attack Wayrest. This was Vaermina's ultimate plan, to destroy the Daggerfall Covenant. It sounds like her omen has been twisting the general's mind, convincing him to betray King Emmerich. I suspected the omen was manipulating events toward that end, but by defeating the ogres, you exposed its plan before it was ready. No. Vaermina and her minions still have the general in their grips. You've done this before, so I think you should do it again. We need to get Godwin back.
Third time's a charm. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't end as poorly as our boy Hughes. There's a cool little lore tidbit there, if you read it. Okay, what do we got here?
Don't question my orders. Just tell the commander we need more soldiers and more supplies.
Yes, General. If you say we need them, then we need them.
So that's what he was doing. He was collecting supplies to mount an attack against Wayrest. That's why he was hyping up the Iron Orcs and all that shit. Alright, come on. You guys are becoming exceedingly annoying. God damn it. Doing my best to avoid the little ads here. They're almost more challenging when you try and avoid them.
Sorry, General. We can't deploy so many against the Iron Hand ogres. Why do you ask for 3 regiments?
Vengeance. Emmerich trusts me. I can make Wayrest suffer as Orsinium did.
Rule of 3s, hopefully. Okay, well, I've got to fight these guys.
Allies, but don't forget who's in charge.
Of course, General. After we sack Wayrest and kill the king,
Who
you
the
can
fuck
have
are you?
the city. We just want the people.
Who's that? Is that someone I should know?
You fought so hard and all for nothing.
Ah, okay, this one doesn't have a different appearance. That was pretty cool.
You're a fool to cross me, mortal. I wish your presence in Quagmire. Come to me.
I really don't want to go to Quagmire. I would prefer it if we didn't go there. Can I come? Can I? Oh.
You mortals. Always such high aspirations. You dream of interfering with my plans, but it is a fantasy. Of course you don't. You actually believed my manipulations would be so vulnerable. You are not even a hindrance. You can. There's nothing you can do now. The omens were a distraction, a daydream. Now the real nightmare begins. You see, you protected your general, but you sacrificed your king.
What'd you do to him? I'm getting out of here. Hey man, we got bad news.
Once again, you return safely from the dream, bringing one of Vaermina's victims back with you. General Godron seems to be feeling himself again.
King Emmerich? That is bad. We just received word that the king has fallen ill. It cannot be a coincidence. Vaermina is raising the stakes. She makes a final bid for power by assaulting our king.
King Emmerich falling ill cannot be a coincidence. Vaermina is raising the stakes, making a final bid for power by assaulting the king himself.
You must go to Azura's shrine at the Weeping Giant. It has been defiled, and I fear the supernal dreamers are involved. Regardless, the shrine must be cleansed. That is certain. To cleanse the shrine, you need to get glow dust from the wisps on the eastern shore. That and the rare mineral azurite from the northern hills. Cleanse the shrine and pray for Azura's guidance. She will send it.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess we're gonna do a long skip ahead. Okay, we've got the stone and the glow dust. Azura said a few things, but they really weren't that interesting.
Follow the lights to my shrine. Smite Vaermina's foolish servants as you come.
Cool. We're coming up on the top here. This is a pretty scenic place, all things considered.
This was once a glorious shrine, but time and these fools have befouled it. Come, cleanse the shrine, and he shall speak. Well, you've done well, mortal. You return my dream shard.
Azura's the most
You've
based
vanquished
Daedric prince,
Vaermina's
clearly.
omens, and now you've cleansed my shrine as well. But the Mistress of Nightmares has not yet released Stormhaven from her clutches, has she? Indeed, and King Emmerich has been very tolerant toward my spirit wardens. A fact I have not failed to notice. First, Vaermina attacks my abbey, and she desecrates my shrine, and now this? If I didn't know better, I might think it was personal. Yes, Vaermina has pushed too far this time, and she must receive her comeuppance. I will aid you, but you should know that extricating your king from her clutches will be far more difficult than it was with the others. This time, she has unleashed her own consort, Galthus, the Night Terror. He consumes King Emmerich's mind in the nightmare, blocking your entry. I will give you a dusk stone to penetrate the nightmare, but defeating Galthus will be another matter. You've proven to be talented and resourceful so far. Let this be another test of your strength. I'm sure you'll succeed in serving me faithfully once again. Go now, mortal. Go save your king. And teach Vaermina to keep her hands off of what's mine.
Cool. Very cool. Okay, let's put an end to this bullshit with Vaermina.
I've done all I can, but the king seems to slip further away every hour. I'm afraid there is no way to enter the dream either. There's something different this time. Something far more dangerous.
A dusk stone. Fascinating. I've heard of them, but never seen one. It's said that Azura once used a dusk stone to break the barrier between day and night. Maybe it can also penetrate the barrier between waking and sleeping.
I almost lost faith there. I don't know why I doubted Azura. Why I doubted you. Maybe it's from being so close to the king. He's consumed by terror in his dream.
The Night Terror? Vaermina's own consort? Then this does not even compare to the threat the omens represented. A Night Terror. His name was once Golthus, and he was Vaermina's lover. Now, he is her champion. I suppose you must. But be warned. The Night Terror takes many forms, and has countless methods of inflicting pain and fear. No wonder the king suffers so. Hurry then. Azura be with you, friend.
Alright. Just cranking them out. I'm just fucking running.
Your reign as High King has come to an end.
I rue the day my father gave me.
He's up by the guillotine.
You know, it's actually
Worthy of being my husband, and you're certainly not worthy of being my king.
Maria, I don't understand. I know we went for political reasons, but you actually came to me. I thought you loved me. If I've lost your support, then I have lost everything.
Alright.
The prisoner must pay for his crimes. It is the only way to restore order to the kingdom. Treason. His actions would have destroyed the Daggerfall Covenant. He has been found unworthy in every way. He deserves to die. But I am King Emmerich, the new King Emmerich. The unworthy weakling will be gone, and I will take his place. Why did you make him leave? I was this close to reaching the peace of death. It has just been a jest. The Daggerfall Covenant, my kingdom, my life. I was never worthy to be king. I'll die here, and one more worthy will take my place. No, I wish that were true. It was the other life that was a dream. All that business about the Daggerfall Covenant was just a pack of lies. This is reality. Fear, bloodlust, betrayal. In my heart, I think I always knew that. No, I'm not falling for that again. 1,000,000 times he's shown me, to hope is to suffer. Why don't you just kill me and have done with it? Tell Golthus to come back. He can take me. He can be me. Just end this nightmare. Mocking a broken man. That's low. Even for a creature of oblivion. You know where he went. My castle. His castle now. His damn minions hold the keys. The knight, the thief, the general. If you're not going to kill me, please, just go away.
Alright, I'll see you when I have those keys. Alright, I've got the keys from the, Figment Imagination-y boys. It's time to kill this, Golthus guy and finish Stormhaven. I gotta admit, it kind of dipped off, Stormhaven kind of dipped off near the end for me.
Vaermina warned me you would come. You will die here.
And this guy's easier to beat than the fucking generals. Is he gonna transform? Yeah. Oh, he's gonna turn into all of them.
Return and assume your King Emmerich's form. When of your sacrifice within the dream to save my life.
Very interesting.
You'll be remembered as the
Oh, hey, he's got that thing too. He's a mage. I didn't know that before. There we go. And slime is fucking useless for me. Am I outside of the dream yet? I really hope so. I don't like being in here. I'm not. Okay. Cool. But get the feeling I'm almost out. Yep.
What in oblivion just happened? Something changed. It's going to be bad, isn't it? It always is. I don't know why I bother asking. Still, I seem to remember you, but... This is just another trick, isn't it? Dead? Truly? So, I can still be Emmerich? I can still be High King? I don't know I deserve that at this point, but I guess it's a good thing. Yes, my binds are actually loosening, and that is very good. Does this mean...
I would speak to you again.
Oh, okay, I gotta speak to fucking Vaermina again. That's cool. That's cool. She's chill. How does it feel, bitch?
I rue the day my father gave you my hand.
I'm
in marriage.
impressed, mortal.
You're
You
not
navigated
worthy
my
of being my
nightmares
husband.
without losing your
And you're
nerve.
certainly
And yes,
not worthy of
you
being
have
my
saved your
king.
little king. For now. Of course you will. You have slain my consort as well. I'll get over my loss, but I think I'll keep you here for a while in his stead. Perhaps a century or two
The
will teach
Daggerfall
you
Covenant
humility.
was a mistake.
Perhaps we will.
can't trust the
You
Red
have
Guards.
certainly proven resourceful in the past. Even if you escape Quagmire, mortal, you will not escape my vengeance.
We
I
must
can be patient.
remain
very
vigilant. The Red Guards
Goodbye,
could be plotting
for now.
against us.
Durak is weak. The shard should be ours.
Stealing from Durak will be as easy as stealing a sweet roll from a baby.
Let's go through Emmerich. Oh. I guess that was wrong. Wait, that wasn't Emmerich, that was Hansny? Okay. Cool. Alright. I think that rounds out Quagmire, hopefully. There he is.
I asked Abbot Durak to go downstairs because I wanted to speak with you for a few moments alone. Tell me something. Do you recall everything that happened in the dream?
Yep.
Frankly, I wish your memory was as hazy as mine. What I do recall, I'm rather ashamed of. I am the king of
We all make
Stormhaven,
mistakes,
the High King of
man.
Daggerfall
Say things we don't mean to.
That damned Daedra reduced me to a pathetic child. I am too, and I owe you for that. And more, really. You were the one who acted nobly in there, not me. You had enough courage for both of us. I was broken. You saw me. I can only hope this experience will make me a stronger, a better king.
I hope it will too.
Indeed. For the sake of Stormhaven and for the sake of the Daggerfall Covenant as a whole. Enough dreary talk, though. The good news is that Vaermina and her Daedra are gone. Come with me to the throne room.
Cool. I'm just gonna... Oh, he's already down there. Nice.
There is no suitable reward for what you've done. Sorry to say it, but your success has probably earned you more responsibility than reward. You'll be hearing from me again sooner than you'd like. I apologize in advance. But
it's all good.
You're always so damn noble. You need to lighten up, my friend. Perhaps this will lighten your spirits. It's a small token of my appreciation, but one I hope will serve you as you have served me. You're a hero, and now, a friend, too. Speaking to you now as a friend, and as your king, I wonder if I might prevail upon you to assist me with some other matters. One that is a matter of state, and another that is of a more personal nature.
Shoot away.
Rivenspire is the real problem. The quibbling between the noble houses there seems to have turned bloody. I would send you with my authority to try to restore order. I will join you when I can. And then there's the personal matter. That damn guillotine. For reasons you might recall, I want it demolished. I've given the order to Captain Ernell, but on your way out of Wayrest, I would ask that you ensure it's being done thoroughly. Your help with both these matters is much appreciated. Until that damn guillotine's been dismantled, I won't be able to sleep. And more importantly, until the matter in Rivenspire is resolved, the Covenant will be severely...
What's going on over there?
Honestly, I deserve some of the blame for Rivenspire's troubles myself. After Rancer's war, I didn't trust any of the nobles enough to give them the throne, so I appointed 3 houses to share rule of the kingdom. Seemed like a smart strategy.
I take it there's infighting now.
So it seems. Maria actually counseled me to appoint a single ruler in Rivenspire more than a year ago. I should have listened. But after the mess with Rancer, there's something about nearly having my head on a pike that's hard to forget.
I recently just read up on Rancer's war.
My decision to marry Maria instead of King Rancer's
Sorry about
daughter
that.
really stuck in the man's craw. He had Wayrest surrounded at one point. I remember I even dreamt about my head on a pike. Of course, as you know, I've had worse nightmares.
Very true. Very true. Well, let's go destroy that fucking guillotine and then get out of here. I wonder if I, did I get a title for that yet? No, not yet. Okay.
Aha! So you return from Gavadon with another feather in your cap. Defeating the Iron Hand Ogres. Wish I could claim such an accomplishment. Frankly, it's an honor to know you. Is there anything you need from me?
I'm just making sure this thing's getting knocked down.
Why, yes, of course, yes. Take it down and burn it. The king told me this was of the highest priority. I'll admit, I thought he was joking, but I assume he wouldn't have sent you if that was the case. We'll redouble our efforts.
Aw, hell yeah. Well, I suppose that settles things for now. I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoyed.